Alright, so here's the video. I'm gonna quick live stream this and then download the VOD and then I'm just gonna edit the VOD and then yeah, we're gonna work with what we got. Now, there's not gonna be any chat, unfortunately. It's just gonna kind of be like a lecture. Right now I am checking to make sure the live stream is working. It doesn't say some weird shit like will air. Okay, nope. Looks like it's all good. Kind of want to do this quickly because there's like a concert going on in downtown, and I kind of want to go to it, but I can't because my phone is almost dead, and I don't want to be somewhere without a communication device. Today, this lecture is going to be on Oregon second floor kids in bunks, or I believe it's main dorms, but no one calls it that. I call it bunks because of the bunk bed, like the 3 bunk beds. Also going to be eating. You have to edit this out. For other operators, but I'm just going to stick with the Zammy. I don't really use the shotgun with the Zammy, but it's good for making holes and shit and not just having 2 impact. With this setup, mainly how I'm imagining this site is with a mute, a castle, a frost, and a Zammy, and a Thunderbird. Thunderbird and mute could probably be changed for people like Malusi, Legion, Valkyrie, shit like that, depending on what kind of strat you want to do. But I found that the most solid stack is a mute, castle, a Zammy, Thunderbird, and a Frost. Frost, I guess, could be rearranged too, because if they just drone it out, they know, and then they just look and shoot. But still, even anyway, if they have to look down to shoot, it's still pretty good. But right now, I'm just going to show you a Zammy. This is going to be mostly a positional video showing you what you can and can't do with sights and what to expect, what to look for. And it will also go over some good gadget placements. But let's just get into it, because I'm going to be freeballing this shit anyway, I guess. No script. Just 10 years of experience in fucking... Actually, not 10 years, is it? Yeah, it is 10 years. I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna start off with this room and work our way to that side of the building. You're in this room. This room is... I'm gonna stay in here until I die, or I am going to just try to stall a little bit of time and then cause some more extra havoc by stalling time jumping down there, or just going back. This would be a good spot for a Scopos or a Zammy. If you Scopos, you just fucking go here and then teleport away once it starts getting too heat and they're throwing flashbangs and shit. Or what you can do is have an impact and be a Zammy, and you impact that, and then you throw a kunai there, and you throw a kunai onto the kunai to block off the whole road, and then you go this way. Well, not road, but path, fucking hallway, this whole section. And then you just run as quick as you can. Maybe you do something like this, because there might be a little bit of air pocket here, but to do that you got to worry about this, and there's also gonna be like head holes here, so you could have a teammate like be covering that too. But even anyway, if you're a Zammy, you just throw a kunai here and then run. That's what I really like about a Zammy. You should be using a Zammy more as temporary positions rather than permanent positions because of how easy it is to just shoot and destroy them. That's honestly how you should be playing with a Zammy now. Back then, when her shit was super strong, yeah, you could fucking do like, oh, do this and then do that and then have like some like weird like prone angle through a small hole. But like, it's not gonna work nowadays because when people go up this and then they see like, oh shit, there's an Zammy there, pop, 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 pop. Even with the one I'm gonna show you in a second in this room, people can just be like this. It's like, oh, there's a Zammy right here. Pop, 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 break. All right, and then keep going on. But it's pretty easy to counter a Zammy. They're more like it. She's more like an Earthbender, like along with Castle. But anyway, so you're in this room. You got 2 options. This was option A, is running this way. Option B, well, there's 3 options, I guess. But option B is to push, to go this way. And be aggressive, which I would not recommend. I just recommend just stalling, just like making it be all scary, because then you get 2 options. If you have comms and you know where the enemies are, like, oh, there's like 3 people on big window, and like, oh, there's like 1 person down there, and you hear someone here. This is, you can either A, jump down this way, and then take this gunfight. Then what you can do is when you're in this position, because there's someone on white stairs typically, so you got to worry about Z-Hall. When you're in this position, you can throw an impact here. And then you can either go like bop or just run on down. Or you can throw an impact at this wall. And then run this way. And then you can either like go here like that, or you can just keep running and then you can protect this if you heard call outs with them on the stairs. Those are pretty two obvious ways to go. Oh, hello. Oh my god, my aim's so bad. What the fuck? Weird. Anyway, an option C is a little controversial. I guess D if you count this as an option. But your third option is if you know where everyone is and no one's in this area, you honestly just do this. And there's a reason why you want to come here, because if they on the stairs decide to run out and somehow get to there at one point to try to shoot at you, you're going to hear bullets whiz by and you're going to know not to go this way, you're going to know to go this way. And you just drop, and then you're safe. And you just come in through here. Now, and then you just run in here. I need a laser sight on this gun. You run in here. What this does is it gets everyone to stall for like a good 10 seconds or 5 seconds to look around like who's the fuck is outside. And also they're gonna think, oh, one person's down here, I need to start watching my back. Someone on white is gonna expect them to come up there. The person on there is gonna expect you to come from there. Because like there's only two ways you can go. And you can decide to mess with tower, you can do this. And if you know, alright, that no one's on those windows out there, in order to get back to site, just do this. Throw this, break that open, throw an impact, break this open, go through. This is assuming like you didn't already impact the door down there and you still have an impact. These impacts are good for getting out of jail free cards. This is basically everything you can do with the... That's cool. The lighting effect. If you hear people repel here, you should just get away. If you hear people repel there and start breaking that, you should just take this gunfight and then start coming this way. Just ignore that, or just put the Azamis there if you're really scared and then try to fight this off. But you can even put an Azami there to give you a bigger window to protect yourself from. But even then, I wouldn't do anything like that. If I hear people repelling and breaking this, I'm gonna take this gunfight and just try to get in back, because I'm gonna eventually get pinched by that guy or that guy. I could drop, but I'm someone who likes to play more on site, closer to site. Granted, people will have this angle where they have control of this though, which is why I want control of the site. If I have control of the site, I know about the angles to worry about, which is like here. And I'm gonna be playing here. Maybe I'll use an Azami to cover that up. Or like maybe I'll try to cover the door just to give me a little bit more time to come this way. But that should be everything with positional wise in that room. For gadget placements, a Wamai on the ceiling should be fine. A Wamai on this rim here should be fine. No beepers, because then they're going to turn around and shoot it. A Jaeger, like right here, could be fine, but it's exposed to the window. But even anyways, if you're going to dedicate a Jaeger to here, I'd only put one and just put it right there anyway. Because if they take control of the room, they're going to shoot the Jaeger anyway. Like, they're going to get control of this room eventually if they're dedicated. If not, you shouldn't be wasting 3 or 2 Jaegers in this room just to try to hold it down longer or to die in here. I'd say 1 Jaeger is a good enough sacrifice of utility to die in here with, or to just sacrifice it. And I thought that was a drone right there. That fucking lock made me think it was a drone. Why the fuck is there a lock here? What the fuck? Has that always been there? Okay. No wonder I get fucking stuck on this door. It's a lock. Oh, there's another one right here. What the fuck? I never knew there's 2 locks there. And also this extension cord. I really noticed that either. But you get the idea. You could have llamas up here and shit. Barbed wire on the stairs. You could put fucking the drone blockers, but that's not really useful in my opinion. There's not really any point in that. But yeah, that should be everything with this room. This hallway, really sketchy hallway. I would not recommend trying to figure out a way of playing here at all, mostly because of this window. But yeah, this window is a huge nuisance, which is why I would just castle this off completely. And then I'd just come over here and reinforce. And then I'd put a mute here. I'd put 2 mutes. I'd put like a mute like right here. And then I'd put a mute in this corner. That way just to block like a lot of the wall. And you would have to be careful. I would recommend, actually, you should be pretty fine, but they still can shoot it. You can shoot through the bed. As you see there, and like all the destruction here. So it is possible they can just shoot it and then start taking map control. But again, your goal isn't to just fucking hold this down for your life. Your goal is to just stall them. You are the defender. You are meant to stall them as long as possible for this motherfucking bomb to go off. Okay, you want this bomb to detonate. That is your goal as a defender. So just waste the time, play your life. I apologize for that. Play around, play your life, play the clock, use the clock to your advantage. Always use the clock, play your life. And get the bomb to detonate. That is your goal. Is to just stall them. Stall them as long as you can. Now with this room, you do have just 2 options. You could impact this way and go, or just run this way. But 9 times out of 10, you're just going to be doing this. There's not really much you can do. Just Jaegers in here, probably like right in that corner so these guys don't see it on the window. Wamais, beepers, Wamais up here. You could throw a Valk. I've seen people throw Valk cams up there. And Echo drones, I think. I want to say, but with the angled thing, I doubt it. I thought you can only do it like on flat surfaces. But this is possible, I think. I can't remember. I don't play a lot of Echo. But yeah, this room here is what I like to play in because it's an unexpected room. I typically start off right here. Wait for someone to stand there because someone always stands here. They want to make sure they can look at the soft wall and they can look here and then they can look at get a pixel on like these, on the holes. This is a little scary, I guess, but this sets up for running that way. People typically do this. They don't expect someone to be here, and I'd rather and people get close. People get close on the door. They don't go far, and I don't like going here for when they drone. Then I have to like run up and shit, and they always check that. But when I hear the drone, it's when I just go out. I just start doing that. And I guess, granted, the same could be said for this, but people end up being close to the door, so I can just shoot them and tag them and make them stall for like another 10 seconds. But what I would also do is we got 1 mute there, 1 mute there, and then we got a mute here. And then I would have Castle do this. And then this. And if I could set up the site how I'd want, I'd like it like this. I don't know fully if this is the right side to have it on or not. I've just found more success with the rotate being on the right. Plus, for any attackers that come this way, imagine the walls here and this is open now. They can't do something like this and like peek on the left side and then also peek on the right side. This way it forces them to only peek on the right side. It only forces them to peek on the right side and they can't like hide over here. Just so like you can play like this game of like what side of the door am I on? Like, oh maybe I'm here and then I start shooting, pop, 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 and then they stop peeking and then I move over here and they still think I'm there and then pop, pop, you know? Shit like that. But what I do if I don't run out on them, actually let me quick do this. Sorry. What I'd like to do is, oh fuck, why did I do it like that? I'm an idiot. Oh, that looks so gross. What I do is this. Put it like right about there. This is on the most of the corner you can. And then I'd play here, do my thing, like, oh, they broke it open. Oh, there's that guy, I'm shooting at him. Pop, pop, pop. And then, like, oh, now they know I'm here. Watch here for someone going prone. Usually someone likes being prone there. But then I'd just go here and use this as ammo. Just to, because they wouldn't expect this. And plus, like, I think my head is like right around here. Yeah, it's mostly head, you know? Mostly head, shoulders. Right here is really bad, but yeah, head and shoulders. And then if you wanted, you stay crouched, and that's just like your head. So I guess it's better to extend this off a little bit more, try to fix that gap. But even then, like, I just do this and fucking beam them. But yeah, and like I said, like, I don't like doing permanent shit like that, because I could just do this. And then when you hear them breaking it, or you're in this position, you only have one option, which is to go this way. And then you gotta worry about the guy there if they haven't broken down the castle. Just put this down for later. And then you can just like do that and then that to make sure it's a safe run-in. As they're breaking that Azami, you could even get like do something like this just to fucking block that angle so you can run in. Gotta worry about attic. If you hear people breaking into attic or someone gives a call out that they're taking over attic, I'd give this up completely. Because once attic has this angle, like you're toast. This is a huge angle for defenders. It's like a nice head glitch. Like if I was to do that, we go this way. You roach? Oh, I thought those are roaches too. Yeah, it's good. It's a good head glitch. All you can really see is the head and the shoulders. And even then, I guess these are a little high. I'd probably want to make them a little lower, maybe, just so you can get like angles like this. Come on, angles like this. If we take a look from this point of view, yeah, you're dead. You're dead. There's the head, there's the angle, and you can see like how you would just see like the bottom of his elbow right there, and yeah, this is a nasty. And then especially if you get close, dude, yeah. Attic is huge. If you're playing an attic, there's really only a few options. I would recommend maybe castle and just castling this for when they break it. Just throw like a little beeper right there and then start doing this and they're gonna like start shooting the beeper instead. Gives you a little bit more time. You can drop here, you can go this way. Wamais, Jaegers, Frost mat would be here. Yeah, let me quick explain the frost mats. Frost mat here, frost mat here, and frost mat there. Frost mat here is okay. It's good for people who don't really check this, I guess, and just go up like this, or bad droning. But I'd just rather put it there and there. Let them waste time rappelling up, going upside down to shoot it, and then coming back down, or have them do the animation where they just fucking have to look down, shoot, and then do it like that. Yeah. 420. For medicinal purposes. I have cancer. But yeah. Here with the castles, what I also do is put up a shield right here. Just so I can have like know what I mean? Like just an extra cover. This is risky, I don't like this. What I'd do with this, to be honest, which is why I guess you'd want the rotate here, but still, it's this long angle. And even though if they do get control, all they're really looking at is just this. This is all they can see. So like, and no one plays like right here. And even anyways, if you're playing on white, you're gonna be peeking like this. Oops. You know what I mean? And if you take a look, it's just right here. And even then you're safe, so you can watch this angle. But they can't shoot you from there. They have to physically get in the closet. And when they're in the closet, if you don't want frost, I'd recommend thorn. Just put a thorn in here. Because then people are just gonna keep walking through, or like they get scared by it or some shit. But typically, you'd have someone here shooting. This guy would be right here protecting this, this, and this. But even then, he shouldn't have to worry about that. Because this guy here should be playing. Who's ever is in this spot, which is why this window is important. I have this with the Zammies. Actually, how many is it? Let's just do this. I got like this little going on. So then you don't have to like worry as much. And I guess here. They might be able to see your feet, so I need to lower that a little bit more on it. But, yeah, I think it might be able to see your feet. But, you get the idea. And if you want to be extra careful, just do that. There you go, just use all three. That's typically what I end up doing anyway, is just using 3 of them. And then I save the 2 of them for, like, just temporary blockers. Like, oh, I need to get over there. I'll just throw it fucking right there, and then I just gotta worry about like that little window or some shit, you know. So yeah, kind of just went a little off topic, but anyway, let's come back to this room. When you're in this room, you only have one option. Go back this way. Yeah. So now we're gonna be in this room. We'll talk about this one a little bit more, I guess. This is not too bad to play in. To be honest, like honestly what I've done is I've had people just start attacking this window, and then as they're attacking I drop, and depending if I have a C4 or not, I'll go to this window and just risk throwing a C4, or what I'll do is if I know like this is all safe, or I'll just start challenging this no matter what, whether I know it's safe or not. Just make my way over here and then fucking kill this guy. Simple as that. You can even be quicker by throwing an impact at this wall here where you drop. Oh fuck! Where you drop here and then you just get up, throw an impact, run through, and do your thing. If anything, he'll probably expect you to impact at a hatch or some shit. I don't know what he's gonna think. I don't think he'd ever expect the soft wall, but maybe he will. But yeah. So castle still has his 3rd one. What I'd actually just recommend for the 3rd castle is if they start breaking down this shit, just put it right here. I mean the 4th castle, just put it right here. Fuck it, dude, just do it, let them have it. Then you can just play here. See if they break it open or not, and then play here. If you're really worried, you can put the castle on that window, I guess, or you can put the castle here. But I like someone playing on white and being able to go underneath. Just in case they do a smoke plant, you're not confident with shooting Gridlock or Monty right there. They can just easily go down and then, oh, I'm just gonna break, like, shotgun a hole here and throw it over, or I'm gonna just run this way and then throw it. And throw it like right there. Yeah. But I like having someone on white. Plus this is pretty big control for attackers. Watching this angle here leaves you completely open for a plant right there. And then you get like all this and like, yeah. Oh dude, imagine fucking a Aurora shooting a gate here, and then shooting a gate right there. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Or they might be able to do it from the window. I gotta test that now, and see if that works. But anyway, I like the idea of a shield here too, just so like you can peek this without worrying about like people on your back as much. And also when they break the castle, now they gotta deal with a shield. It's more utility. And then let's say now they're gonna worry about the shield. You can just, you know, you know what I mean. You can just or just a zammy it and then just start reinforcing. You know, like there's so much you can do with this, and I love it so much. Plus it wastes their time if they go underneath when they don't drone. You know, or the ace is there and then you kill the ace and then you start doing it, and like dude, there's just a lot you can do. But yeah, zammies, you could also just save all 5 of these zammies, leave it like this, and then put one there and put one there, so you can have some extra playing field to go around through. Oh, what the fuck happened here? Oh dude, I need to fix how my arm is. Here you go, ready? Yeah, it's better. Knives. I'm sorry. I actually own this gun in real life. I think that's 9mm, at least that looks like 9mm. I wish I had 45 ACP. I'm getting distracted. So we got this room. You want to put a shield here. That's typically what the pros do. You can do some weird Azami shit. I think you got to do it like this first, and then you build it off the edge, and then you work your way down, or you just put it like right there, and then you build your way down or something. There's another thing here you can do. Saw someone do something like this. Where the fuck is it? I think it's this cabinet. Or it's this cement? No, this ain't cement. This has to be wood. What the fuck is going on? I'm gonna waste an impact. Right there. It's the wall. Shit. Shit. Yo. Margo.
Yeah,
Give me 1 moment. I'm recording a video right now. Give me 1 moment. Like, give me 5 minutes or something. I'm gonna quick deafen. If you join a server or something, just let me know. Okay. And then I guess you can put it off this cabinet and extend it. I feel like if I was to do it, let's just try it like right here. Like I can just throw it on that. I don't think so. What happens if I do that? Oh yeah, it does kind of just clip through it. Actually, it's not even clipping through it. That's interesting. Actually, it is. It is clipping through the entirety of the fucking of the metal. But yeah, then you can put another one on there and have like a little half shield here. Good for like these fights, and then over here. But when you're in this site here, this is like you live or die situation. Your only really way out is this hatch, and honestly, it's not even that useful unless you have a C4 and you know they're doing a plant here. Then you just do this, take your shotgun, and then throw it right there and explode them. That's if you know that you're doing the window plant. Yeah. I don't use this a lot, but I kind of like having a little extension here. And I don't know, maybe it's nice that they can. Yeah, I think it's good. It adds like an extra wall. I kind of like this. I'm gonna start putting like 2 or 3 here. I'm gonna put one there, and then I'm gonna put one like right here. Yeah, I'll just do this actually. No, I'm not gonna restart. Put one there. Put one right there. That way you can peek. You can probably have like some weird peek hole right there and shit. And also, it just helps with ore holes. Like, this is a wall here, and they can only come this way. You know, it's just more shit to peek from. But yeah. You can put in a Zammy like right around, I don't know how to do it, something like in the corner here or whatever. You just do it to jump through and get in here. There's not really any point in that, I feel like. I'd rather just throw the Azami here on the corner of the wood to block this like angle. Just a little bit more so you don't have to worry so much when you peek this. But yeah. I'm sure this is everything. All the Jaegers and like my spot should be obvious. Like, you wouldn't want to put them up here because of the window. So you'd just put the Wamais like right there, or the ADS there. But even then, the window people should be able to see this. No, they don't. Yeah, never mind. I was wrong. I guess like if you put it close here, then yeah. But if you put it here, then no. Anywhere like right here. Like honestly, probably like right here is fine too for Jaegers. They might actually see the like little tip. I've shot a Jaeger on the window before, so you kind of want to go this way. Even then, what was I even saying, dude? That took so long to fucking do. Forgot what the fuck I was even talking about. Even then, if you put shit on the floor, attackers can just do this and shoot this shit. But you notice how they can't see the bricks. Basically, anything with brick is not the brick, the wallpaper. For some reason, I thought this whole wall was brick. The wallpaper, there's a little bit of brick right there, huh? Right? No, it's probably just smudge or some shit. But what mine's there is actually fine. Beepers are probably better. What mine's around here, up there is fine. I think I seen someone put a vault cam there. It's just smart in practice because attackers won't be looking up there. But you can actually see that corner okay. And I kind of clip it, I'm pretty sure. Because I've killed like a vault cam there before. But yeah. For the plant I was talking about, before with this corner, which I came up with, not fucking Jinxie. I did. I remember being in high school, mapping and watching trailers of the fucking rework, mapping out like exactly like the foundations of like this part of the building, this window, this brick wall especially, and this building, how they brought this closer and shit, dude. I was fucking, I did it. I mapped it all out, dude, and I fucking figured out it is impossible to defuse. Right here is impossible to defuse, and then I get onto the game and test it all out, and I was right, dude. It was the most satisfying thing ever. It was like fucking playing chess, and you calculate an entire 13, 15 move line, and then it plays out like you think. Like, oh my fucking god, it's so, oh, okay. Anyway, so satisfying. Anyway, for the plant, I don't know if I showed this in the plant video and the strat video, but how it works is if you're on this side, you want to kind of bounce the bomb like this and the smoke like this. If you have a team, just do this. If you are solo, I'd recommend doing this instead. Just to protect you from there, all this shit. But here, this is the easiest plant in the game. You can do this with good luck. Basically, you do this, and then you get up close. You wait. You do this. You wait. This is when you drone it. So, assuming you droned, like, okay, this is all good, and you shouldn't have to do this. You should ask someone to drone under here, because very rarely, like 0.5% of the time, there'll be a C4 there. But you get your drone in the optimal spot, which is right here. And you can do this pretty easily without like the defenders knowing. You just come here, you go here, do bop. Oh, you come here, you do this, bop, and you look this way. And the reason why you want to look this way is because you want to see if there's any frost mats there. Frost usually runs over there and do that. If there's a frost mat, you just repel, get up, shoot it, and then get off repel and go that way. But then by the time you look for a sec, you should be fine for another jump, and you should be able to make it, especially if you do this. Mine, I didn't do it that time. But that's because I was a little bit on the edge here. Typically I'm closer. But you come here and then you go and you do this. I like doing that 90-degree turn because if we're on the pipe, I can get to here before I fall. And then yeah. But if I'm here, you see the difference, so you basically have extra legs. You're more wide than you are forward. So if I fall here, looking lateral, and I come this way, there's enough room for me to go there. But if I fall 90 degrees, see how much room there is to go? There's like barely any. You can, I'm just saying you can hang, basically. You can hang. That's a better example. You can just hang. And you're more likely to catch yourself on the pipe or on the box by just doing that. But anyway, you get here, you come here, you make sure no one's there, see who's playing here, if there's a smoker, C4, count how many C4s they have and where the C4s are located. If they're not in the general vicinity, like you don't see them over the shelf, and you don't see them over there, and you don't see them on white, do boop, boop, gridlock. Make sure the gridlock bounces, because then it's it's for sure in the doorway. It kills its forward momentum. And then you throw gridlock here, and then ideally you want to throw gridlock right here, but 9 times out of 10 you're just going to end up throwing it here. Yeah, this is how it looks in motion. And then you come here and start planting, and if you take a look, from their point of view, it looks like this. And they're going to start hitting the tracks and slow walking through, but let's say they make it through, and that's going to be smoked still. But basically what you do then is you try to go like this, and then you defuse. You can get in the corner here, but your head sticks out. I don't want my head to stick out for one-shot headshot, so I try to do this, or like this, and just plant. Try to get my head tucked into the wall. And I just plant. Then I come out this way, and I think everyone knows gthe by now, so I shouldn't have to explain all this. But then yeah, you come here, and then yeah, if you want, you can have if you have a buck on attack, that is, at least, come this way. What the fuck did I just shoot? Oh yeah, let me quick look at the gridlocks before I break this. Actually, what I do is when I jump out, I throw another gridlock behind me, because you'll see these gridlocks are covering the bomb. And now what defenders have to do is just take time to shoot it, to shoot the gridlocks. That's basically it. This was a bad gridlock. This typically doesn't happen. It typically lands, it's supposed to be like right here. I guess I threw it too far, and it just kind of opened up here instead. But typically it's in this area. This is a pretty good one because it's like on the inside too, but typically it comes in this area, and you're just covering the whole area. And once they get into the smoke, they're gonna be taking damage and they can't see anything, and it's making them panic more. They're gonna get over here and they're like, oh, what the fuck? Typically you start taking damage, and all this is pretty close. This was supposed to be further back. I messed that up with the lateral shot. Let me actually try this one more time. That kind of ruined my mojo, I'm not gonna lie. I got surprised. Let me try this one more time. Alright. I did take my medication. I am dizzy. And I haven't eaten. I literally just woke up, like, and whenever I started making this video, like 10 minutes before I started making this video. But yeah, please don't be on the second floor. Second floor again. You know what? Okay. Alright. Let's just clear out the second floor quick. No one's there? Perfect. My aim's so bad. Can I blame the cancer? Where's the destruction up here? The fuck? Destruction shit, I see why there isn't any. Bad flick. Fuck are these guys? Okay. So, one more time. We go make sure everything's fine with the drone. Do this, 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 this. And then we start planting. Take a look. This is here. This is here. So this smoke was a little far. And then this would be, this got stuck in here, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I thought I'd look too far to the right, so I stopped doing that. But that's what I do. Okay, so I just need to do it quickly and then not do it at all. Yeah. That's what I've been doing wrong this whole time. On console I can do this easily because I'm so used to like holding down the button and then throwing it in as I go. But I'm trying to get used to put this onto PC instead of controller. Than that, yeah. Anyway, that's basically it for everything on this. This room, there's not really like much else to say with the site. The site is just self-evident what you can and can't do. If you have vertical play on white stairs or play on the hatch, because then you could easily go down and do shit. If you're like a doc or a gunner, you probably want to play more in the middle here or more in attic, so you can cover this, be able to get your teammates. I've been fucking around with head holes here and then having to rotate, but honestly this should be reinforced just for people who get this control, just in case they get that control. But doc with ACOG or Thunderbird chilling here. Have the Thunderbird stations chilling and like on that door frame. What I would do with the Thunderbirds is put just all three of them here, or put one there and then two over there. It depends how risky you want to play with their gadgets or whatever. But yeah, everything is just kind of self-evident. You just play donut, like around this donut. Play around this donut if you have like a rotate, you know, and yeah, that should be the end of the video.